What's good? My sun, moon, rising, north nodian, Libra folk. I did the same thing to Leos. I called them Libra, so I don't know, maybe I got a backwards energy. So let me blame it on y'all. Yes, someone out there has a backwards energy. Y'all messing up out there. Anyway, folks, what we are doing here is we are speaking to the spirit. Anytime we're dealing with the Metu Neter, we are dealing with the tree of life, right? These aren't just some regular divination, oracle, tarot cards or whatever, right? These are the words that clue you in to the divine, right? We don't just do readings, we are talking to God, right? So, you'll find that much of what I do is aimed at providing the languages that God speaks, showing you the various languages that God uses to speak, right? Doing various things to help your spirit get in tune with the word or the reception of the word, okay? All right, so that being said, let us talk to God on the Libra situation this segment, all right? It says, Nekabet Temchas. Nekabet Temchas. Amen tu chas. Nekabet Tem. Amen tu. Nekabetem, Amen tu. Okay, so that Nekabetem, first place we go there is depression, right? The weather's dreary, right? Negative psychical phenomena as it regards your energy and your mood is on the table in the Nekabetem. Okay? Amen is on the table. Meaning, be at peace, be content, chill, stay in the middle of the movement, okay? Okay, for both of these, you're going to chant Om Ham Kasham, right? Get into the description box there and look up the Tawi link, get you the Amen mantra, and that's what you'll use to deal with Nekabet and Amen and YJ as well, right? But, yeah, something with your energy, right? Perhaps being depressed, right? Perhaps the weather is getting you down, right? You could be sick, or you could be having a sickness, right? Or developing something, okay? So, make sure you apply your Heru work, right? Anytime you feel a little, chill coming down on your being, get out and do some push-ups, or, run around the block, sweat, right? Get your life force up, okay? Apply your Heru stuff, your vitality, okay, alright, but yeah, okay, so yeah, Nekabet Temchas, focus, don't be depressed, don't deal with depression, and if you have low energy, right, make sure you're doing the exercises, Qigong, fire breathing, things like this, exercises, right, to get that life force up, get that energy force up, okay? Let's go into the I Ching. See what they're talking about. Open. Close. Open, close, close, stress. Open, close, stress. Open. Close, stress. Open, close, stress, close, stress. Open, close, stress, close, stress. I know y'all love my singing. We got the 57 into the 7. 57 into the 7. Okay. Now, with the 57 on the case. Now, 57 is a hexagram that deals with subliminal stuff, right? Subliminal penetration, right? penetrating into the mental. Okay? So, yeah, perhaps there's spell work in this nekabet. Right? That was the other thing. I didn't want to just go straight there because we're always talking about spell work. But yeah, it seems that, yeah, there's always somebody that's dealing with spell work with our folk. Yo, what's up with that? What is it about y'all that's got these people all in their spells? Anyway, right, so as long as we know what's there within and no spell can affect us, we are good if we understand who we are at the essence. Right? Even if you go through a spell, you'll come out of it much more stronger and wiser. Right? These people will have a hard time with this. Lots of times, you know, you get in a situation where perhaps you were put under a spell, right? Depending on who you are and why you are here, what you're here to do, could be that that situation was able to get you just so that you could feel that, just so you could go through that circumstance of having to heal up from that, right? Having to help and reverse that process, send it back or learn whatever you have to do to deal with that process. Sometimes that's why these things happen, you know what I mean? So we can't really avoid it, but we can be on the upside of the movement if we have self-awareness, if we understand who we are. Nothing can defeat us. If we understand who we are aware of self, then we'll figure it out. We'll come into the information, we'll get the information. That's how that's going to go. Alright, so we're at the 57. Third line is probium, repeated penetration. This is when somebody is doing something over and over again, doing something too much, right? Right? Over and over again. You're trying to penetrate too much, right? Whether it's you're doing too many readings, trying to penetrate, or whether it's, you're talking to somebody too much, right? Maybe now someone is, overusing their, something, whether it's I keep seeing someone talking to somebody too much. Like, you're trying to get this person to stop, but you have to apply a harsher measure than just stopping. Right? So yeah, but somebody's doing something over and over again, and somebody needs to stop. Right? At the fifth line, this is when you wait 3 days before and 3 days after something is going on, right? Or something is supposed to go on, right? 3 days before, 3 days after, right? So it's about throwing something out there and giving it time, right? Right? Penetrating, but using the time to, to capitalize on whatever it is that you're penetrating, whatever it is you're delving deeply into, right? And that top line, what's that top line? Let's go into the top line. See what we are seeing. Okay, penetration under the couch. He loses his possessions and attacks. Perseverance unfavorable. This man is shown to be using his powers unreasonably, with unfortunate results. He will have limited confidence or faith in himself or in others, and will try to ferret out possible secret motives in everything. By doing so, he will lose the power to make decisions or to take decisive action. Consequently, he will not be successful in any enterprise. He will be able to use his mind for personal development, but in view of his impracticality, cannot expect great achievements in his career. For the most auspicious, he will be calm, placid, and reasonably content with what is available to him. He will be able to accept hardship and violence, and will know how to protect himself. He will have a very modest life, but will be unconcerned about the fact that his achievements are not great. For the least auspicious, he will be a person of mean disposition, constantly questioning and suspicious, and with shallow views regarding the material world. Misfortune will be unavoidable. Right? He will resign or be dismissed or demoted. There will be no possibilities for advance in business and professional. He may suffer loss or illness, unexpected, but also he may have unexpected good fortune. Okay, so this is talking about be decisive, right? Because many times when you're over penetrating, it's going to paralyze your ability to move, right? When you're trying to seek out information, sometimes it's like the person who, instead of going to work, he goes to school, right? Sometimes you got to go ahead and pick up the tools and go to work, right? You can't keep penetrating. You can't keep studying the situation. You study long, you study wrong. As they say in pool, right? Study long, that circumstance. Don't study too long. Get in there, okay? Right? And yeah, so again, with all of this, there's an aspect of some level of JuJu going on, like some level of subliminal workings going on. Okay? And this goes into the 7th hexagram. 7th hexagram is the hexagram of the army, which speaks about doing things that you have to do. If you have to do it, then just do it. Right? Don't complain about it. Be obedient. Right? You're an obedient soldier in the army. So act like such. Right? So applying that to the 57, what you're looking at is you have a duty to respond to whatever is coming to you, to your mental, right? You have the duty to respond with to make the correct response, right? So you're going to look to this hexagram of penetration, right? And you're going to, understand you got the 3rd and the top line. Both lines speak about a little too much penetrating. Right? So that being said, fall back is what you have to do as a good soldier, right? Maybe, fall back in terms of the penetrating, right? But whatever it is, you still have to move on, right? Again, you got Neter Book, 10, which is a depression of the energy. Heru is necessary, so it's about moving, right? You have to move. You have to put the move on something, right? So, and that's, heeding your responsibility in the circumstance, right? The 7th hexagram is that of the soldier. So you got to be a soldier in the hexagram, in the situation, right? You got to be a soldier in the situation. You have to deal with the negative Neter Book circumstance, right? Through your vitality work, right? The mental penetration stuff, you have to, don't do so many readings, right? Do one reading, Meditate on your reading. If you feel like you need a confirmation reading now, don't go into all of that. Just meditate on it, right? Because, it's a saying, you'll penetrate too much. You'll do too much reading. You'll do too much thinking, whatever it is. You'll do too much of that stuff, and you need to make a move, okay? Let's go to the tarot. Okay, the Hangman is in the reverse. Hangman is in reverse, so you're coming from being stuck. You got the 8 of Swords though. You're right back into being stuck. Right, so Eight of Swords is prison. Hangman is stuck. Okay? But, yeah, this could very well speak to a spell work situation where someone's trying to stick somebody. Someone is doing something to get someone stuck or to keep someone stuck. Someone has the capacity to come out of it, but someone keeps reeling them back into prison. Right? It's mental prison here. Or effects of spell work. Nekabet, spell work. Amen, peace. Right? Contentedness. Right? Watch thoughts of depression. Right? Watch for. Okay, so you have to learn your energy, right? In order to understand when there's more than just your energy around you, right? You have to learn what your energy is, right? Learn your self-talk. Learn your inner disposition, right? Learn how you do it in here. So that when it's not just you in here, now you know. You're like, where'd that thought come from? I don't usually deal with that. I don't usually think like that. What's that about? Now you know that perhaps there's someone on the outside chanting under the moon, right? Sending you thoughts of depression, right? Something like this. This is what's coming to me. This is, perhaps there's someone out there working on your peace, working on your stability, someone wants to see you stuck. Someone wants to see you in mental prison. Right? So they're sending you thoughts, right? If you don't know yourself, then you can easily get caught up in the thoughts, thinking they're you. You're like, yeah, I just feel depressed. I don't feel like doing nothing today. You know what I mean? And you just got something on your mind that just won't leave, right? Well, depending on what that is, and depending on what the messages are coming at you, they're trying to get you to accept them, it probably should be something that should be halted, right? There's probably some outside influence. So that's why I say, you have to, meditation is something that you must make your daily practice. Why? So that you could understand what your peace looks like. What does your Amen look like? When you're at peace, what's going on in your head? How are the thoughts coming? How are you dealing with phenomena, things going on in the world around you? You know what I'm saying? Get some answers for these so that when something external comes in that could hurt you or harm you, right? You're on top of it. You understand that that's not you, and now you have something to work with. You have the ability to just bash it, to flee it out of there, right? And when you're doing that, just stay mindful, right? Because the thoughts return. Many times these things, people are working at different times of the day. So they might get you in the afternoon and then try to get you later on at night. So you have these thoughts. Learn your mental process. Learn, what to do when you start having thoughts that you don't normally have, or thoughts that aren't necessarily true according to the way you know it, right? You could be accepting somebody else's thoughts, right? That's very much a lot what this reading looks like, right? Somebody else is sending thoughts, okay? All right, let me write this down. It was Hangman, and Eight of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so remember, we're going to take all three of these readings, right? But the Metu Neter reading is the one that we can actually do something with, right? We can apply something, some part of us to the reading to actually heal it and fix it and help it. And that's the mantra, right? So Nekabet's mantra is the mantra for Amen. Amen's mantra is the mantra for Nekabet. Am Kasham. Okay? And I urge you to don't just try and make a mantra tape out of what you just heard me say. get the tape, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a breathing cadence and things like this that goes along with that stuff. So you want to get it right. You know what I mean? You know, this is all about energies. Right? All right, Libra, that's it. Right? You want to, you know, make sure that you got uppermost in your mind to not be depressed. Right? Something starts to work on your depression, right, or depressing you. Check and see if you've done your exercise today. You might need to run around the block to bash that thought away, right? Something like that, right? Do your fire breathing, stuff like that, right? Throw some heat at this cool, right? Okay? All right, that being said, we're going to say peace and love. We're going to do this again. If I haven't said it already, Libras, I want to thank y'all for watching the videos, subscribing, liking the videos, leaving comments. Hey, all of those things help my algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, to, you know, see my video and get it out there to more folks. And this is what I need if y'all don't want delays and things like that, because I'm working and doing other stuff. So, you know, make sure y'all, you know, keep that stuff up. Keep getting your donations. Need that. Donations, I meant to say getting your readings and giving your donations. All right, folks, that's everything. And we're going to say peace and love. We're going to see y'all next cycle.